everyone, happy 2024, happy new year. This video is going to focus on my year in review of 2023, looking back on my vision board of last year and seeing what I've come up for this year. I'm a huge vision board person. It helps me really focus on myself, among the busyness of life with getting caught up with work and everything that we do day to day. I just tend to feel disconnected if I don't put myself first on paper to really visualize what I really want out of life and my goals and dreams and aspirations and things that I really need to work on myself. So those are the reasons why I make a vision board, and it also helps me really tap into the magic of manifestation, because I really believe in that. I have I really made things a reality by really manifesting and having things visually. So I push myself subconsciously to really make them come true for myself. And I can't wait to share with you guys what I have come up with for 2024. I usually go through several drafts of my vision board, kind of fine-tuning things and making sure things really sit right with me. I have to feel good about what I'm seeing visually and really connect with my vision board. So that's kind of my process, and how I really also do it. I make it on a PowerPoint slide, and I just make a list of what I really want to make true for myself for the year, and then I just find images on Google, and just put them on the PowerPoint slide, and then I print it out. So it's nothing really spiritual about it, when it comes to my process of doing that. But yeah, I just wanted to enter the new year, my first video of the year, just to go over what we have done in 2023 and what I look forward to in this coming year. Let's go over the 2023 highlights. So what has happened that has really stood out for me in 2023 is that I experienced my first date ever in my life. I never gone on a date in my life just because of self-worth and insecurities and stuff like that has really held me back. But after working really through that, I was really ready in 2023 to try it out, get that experience, something that I never experienced in my life before. I only went on 2 dates, to be honest, with this person. He was really cool, but I just didn't feel like we were compatible. And then another thing was attending Beyonce's Renaissance tour. That's just a memory that sticks out to me. This was back in June, July, and that was huge. I love that. And another one was making memories with my friend Romy. I have been hanging out with her a lot more this year. We've done a lot of work from remote at coffee shops every few weeks or so, every other week kind of, especially in the spring and summer seasons, and it just felt a lot more connected to her. So Romy, if you're watching this, shout out to you. And another one was running a 10K. I never even planned to run a 10K, and that's just kind of unexpected, an unexpected accomplishment. And another is vlogging and starting a YouTube channel. I literally that's another thing. I never expected myself to ever do that. I'm not a social media person. I know I don't put myself out there at all, but it has been such a fun experience, a fun ride, and I'm gonna continue it as long as it's fun. Another is pivoting my career to be more tech focused. So yeah, I started this in January of 2023 in a new role at my company, and it was much more aligned to where I really want to be. Eventually, I would like to be a software developer or software engineer. That'd be so cool to call myself that. Another is having my friends visit me. I don't really have friends visit me in Chicago, and it was kind of the first time ever other than my brother or whatever. And so Terry and Fresna, shout out to you guys for visiting me, and it was such like a memorable time. Another is celebrating my friend's Priyanka's 30th birthday in New York City. Shout out to you, girl. That was so fun. Our first time seeing a Broadway show, Hamilton. We did good. I love that. Another is developing love for the summer season. I always just didn't really like summer because I'm like a very sweaty person, and I just like never really appreciated what summer has to offer. But in 2023, I really took advantage of the outdoors and just like being in the parks a lot and just sitting outside a lot, especially after work. It was so nice just to work on my personal projects while sitting outside a cafe and running a lot along the lakefront and going to the beach. I'm not really a beach person, but I'm like, trying to build myself up to it. So I've been in the beaches a couple of times and just like tanning. And I just love how the days are so much longer. Sunset ends at like 8 p.m. So the day feels like so much longer. I can accomplish a lot more things and do a lot more things. And so compared to the winter, this has been like such a drastic realization how, in the winter, the sunsets, like the earliest was like 4 p.m. some days or whatever, earlier in like December or something. So I'm like kind of call myself a summer girl, I feel like. Another one is laboriously making Christmas cookies as gifts for the first time, and the end result was people loving them. I just felt like because I have such like an aversion to baking and it's such an intimidating thing. This is like the first time I ever like made anything homemade as gifts, and even though it's still something that I'm like, oh my god, that was a lot of effort, a lot of work. I'm not really sure if I would do that again, maybe for Christmas again next year, but I just like loved how people received them, like their reactions. Like I had some friends who were just like really loved like the idea of me just having made something homemade for them. It felt like a lot more like touching and meaningful in a way. And a last one is going to Hawaii with my friend Terry, so shout out to you. I went to Hawaii in January, kind of like as like a birthday month celebration thing, because Terry and I have the same birthday month, and we decided to go to Hawaii to celebrate. And that was a really nice time. I've never been to Hawaii before, and it is gorgeous. It is stunning. My favorite memory is us ziplining in the Jurassic Park. The greenery looked like CGI. The nature was out of this world. It's incredible. So yeah, those are my 2023 highlights. Let's get on to my 2024 vision board. This is what it looks like. What I have for 2024, I'm really excited what I've come up with. One of like my top words of the year is bold. I want to be bold. I want to go above fear and really just take charge of what I really always wanted to make happen for myself. And this phrase has really felt true to me. Don't trade your authenticity for approval. I feel like since I really want to make new connections in my life and make friendships, because I do have room in my life for a lot more meaningful friendships and strong friendships. And when I try to meet people, I feel like I prioritize people liking me rather than showing up as who I really am. So I want to switch my mindset on that. And so that's like why I have these like silhouettes of drawings of friends here. I love that. That is kind of what me manifesting making friends this year. And this girl with the flower in her head and the watering can is about me finding a therapist this year. I want to continue therapy just kind of like additional support system in my life. And the stethoscope is a reminder for me to find a doctor this year. I don't really go to the doctors. I think it's like a lot of childhood, not trauma, but childhood like negative associations with like shame and stuff like that. So that's why I haven't really gone to the doctors, but I really want to take care of myself, and that's part of self-care. So finding a doctor. Another self-care thing is having a good bedtime routine. I have been struggling for so long, for majority of like 2023, basically all 2023, to go to bed at a proper time, wake up at a proper time. And yeah, health is like, sleep is super important to your health. It like does so much for your brain and toxins and just the overall way you function in your day-to-day life. So that's something I really need to like take control of, for sure. Another is savings still, and I put in the forefront making that much bigger priority to really get in, to really hone in my personal finance. And then in my 30s era, I have this girl who looks so pretty, and she exudes confidence and happiness in this photo. And that's what I want to exude, but it's also a symbol for a photo shoot. I really want to have a photo of myself, something similar to that, where I'm like all like smiles and just like dressed up to really honor my 30s. I want to really like frame it and just like memorialize my 30th year, you know? And then these rom-coms, I have like 13 going on 30, Love Actually, When Harry Met Sally. Those movies symbolize my rom-com era. I really want to have a romantic experience for myself, you know, with like a fling or something. I don't know, like a boyfriend. I don't know. I want to go on more dates and have those like cheesy cliche romance moments, like, you know, walk on the beach and sunsets and going on drives. I don't know what that really entails. I don't know. Those are just things that come to my mind, you know? And then last is like hot girl summer. I just want to be a hot girl, you know? I'm working my way towards to have that feeling. I love that feeling of viewing myself as like hot and like, ooh, I'm a baddie, you know? I think that's just like so cool. And then last column area of my vision board, going the traveling section, Walt Disney World, making that happen, but I still want to put that on my vision board. And then Germany, that's like a huge bucket list item that I always wanted to travel to. I always want to go to Germany. I love learning the language, so I'm like, oh, I want to go to Germany, the actual country itself. And I always thought that would be a really nice like birthday gift for myself for my 30th year. And I have a little backpack here to symbolize a weekend trip. I love the weekend trip that I went to in New York last year, and I wanted to have like another moment like that. That'd be so cute. And a Python, because I really need to get going with my Python studying. I want to get into the I want to be like intermediate level of being a coder. And I want to be more specific on my vision board this time. So that's why I put Python. That's a specific language that I need to learn. And this woman who is speaking to a microphone is a symbol for a poetry night, open mic night, me performing up on stage to put my work out there and just kind of like read a poem. So that's why I have her. Seeing this image kind of like puts my mind in like, oh, I can be in her place in doing that, you know? This image of a bookstore represents me wanting to publish a book. That's like a bucket list thing. I always wanted to be an author, low key, or just have one book published, you know? And so that's why I have the bookstore image here, just kind of like, that's like my end goal, really. I'm not sure if I will get my book published this year, but I do want to have a book written or have something really developed, you know? I really like creative writing, but I don't have that developed at all in my life, so I need to get working on that. Lastly, I have Sha'Carri Richardson as my inspiration for fitness and running. She is such like a fast runner, and she is really famous for track, and she is so strong, and she inspires me to take myself, this image of her inspires me to take myself to the next level of my fitness and my running as well. She's 5'1" like me, and she is one of the fastest runners in her league, I think. And so, yeah, that's amazing. And I think that girls having like strong arms and legs and just like a strong physique is so sexy. I think that's like so hot. And yeah, so yeah, that's all the things on my 2024 vision board and what I have aspired for myself. I hope this inspires you to make your own vision board, to prioritize what you want out of life, and it can be anything. It can be big, small, it can be things that you're still working on yourself, or things that you still want to maintain in your life. It doesn't have to be anything revolutionary or anything like that. And I hope that 2024 is your year and that you have a lot of good things coming for you. I'm really excited for what there's to be developed in the year coming forward. Yeah, let's see what this year unfolds, and check out for more vlogs from me. We'll see together, you know. Oh yeah, and to address the elephant in the room, yes, I did dye my hair. It is like a red wine color. So if you're thinking about shaking things up for 2024, this is your sign.